evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining our caregiver orientation for September. I will keep this meeting pretty brief. We just give you guys a little bit of a heads up of what we're doing and some of the changes that we've made to hopefully improve the programs that we've been having. And also, just because we know that school is starting and there's a lot of different things happening with school right now. So we don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed. And so we just wanted to share a little bit of what we're doing. So a lot of you I know participated in our Keen Camp this summer, and we had a lot of fun putting together that programming. We felt that the themes and having a theme really worked well. We really liked having the consistency across the programs. And we felt that a lot of your children were more engaged and interacted more when we had a theme and there was a little bit more consistency with the virtual programming. So we have decided that we're going to try to continue having some general themes to make the activities fun and to help the kids either learn something or really just to kind of engage everyone in a fun activity. So the theme that we have come up with for September is farming. So you will see a lot of this month's programs are going to be called something with farming. So our Saturday morning programs will no longer be different, things about countries. We're going to call it Keen on the Farm. And it will continue to be exercise and fitness focused session on Saturday mornings. And obviously we will continue to do that through games and activities. And since we're doing farming as a theme, we'll probably have a lot of exercises based on animal poses and some things like, activities that farmers do. So maybe like plowing and, shoveling and all the things that farmers do. So our team is getting really creative with ways to engage the kids and make sure that they're having fun and that they're still really active. So our Saturday mornings are going to be Keen on the Farm. We'll continue to do our art program on Saturday afternoons. This month, our art program is called the Craft Barn. So your kids will be going to the virtual Keen Craft Barn to do different art projects. And a lot of those projects, again, will be based on animals and activities that may happen on the farm. So our Saturday programs for the next 2 weeks will generally be the same. We'll have the morning session like we've had. We'll have an art session in the afternoon. And then Sundays are more of our kind of explorer days. So we will be rotating our Sunday programs, which we started to do during the summer and really worked out well. So this upcoming Sunday, we will have yoga. And for those of you who know Karina, we all really love Karina. She's wonderful at storytelling and incorporating the theme into her yoga kind of story and poses. So that should be a lot of fun. And then we will also have a cooking class with John. I know that a lot of the kids have enjoyed that, and I know some of the parents have enjoyed seeing the different recipes and things that John has put together. So he'll be doing a cooking session. And then we will have an indoor soccer session with Saravana. So we kind of came up with that last month and we're able to adapt this soccer activity to the indoors in a safe way. So it's been a lot of fun and we will continue to do that. So those programs will stay on Sundays and this Sunday will be yoga. We have realized that a lot of the kids do really enjoy the story times and the music. So we are going to continue to do that. We are calling our Sunday evening sessions Farm Tales. And it will basically be a story time and sometimes will also be combined with music. So we may do a story for, 10 minutes or so and then do music for another 10 or 15 minutes, just as kind of an evening wind down. You should feel free, if your athlete is able to sit computer for story time independently, you should feel free to use that, 30 or 40 minutes to take a break or do something for you. We really want to try and encourage that, like we do at our in-person sessions, as much as possible. So if they're able to be on independently, definitely use our sessions as a little bit of a break time for yourselves. So that's kind of what our schedule is going to look like. We did cut back on some of the programming. We're not going to have weekday programs for the kids right now. It's possible that we may have special events, or we may have like a special group that wants to do an event on a weekday. But right now we're kind of going back to basics. And like I said, we understand that there's a lot going on with school and everyone's trying to adjust to all of the things that are going on. So we pretty much are going to kind of stick to those 4 programs, 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sundays. Now you guys registered already, so you are registered for all of the activities for September. So every week, just like in the summer, if you participated with us, you will get an email at the beginning of the week with the links for that week's program. So you can always access the links from that email. And then as usual, we will send reminders between an hour to 30 minutes before the session with the link again, in case you missed the larger email that will go out at the beginning of the week. And if you don't get my emails, I know sometimes if I'm sending out a lot of links, the emails go to spam. So definitely check your spam folders. And if you don't get it, don't feel, don't not reach out to me. Be sure to reach out to me. Don't feel embarrassed or uncertain about reaching out and just saying, hey, I didn't get the link. And hopefully you all have my phone number as well. So if you need to text me, if you don't get the email, just feel free to text me and I'll be sure to get the information to you. That's kind of the main show that we're going to have going on for September. We do have something special that I wanted to share with you all. As most of you who've been with us for a long time know, this weekend would normally be our Keen Ball Family Day, which is where we go to a park and we invite our Keen athletes from all of the boroughs and our coaches and volunteers from all of our different programs, and we all just have a really great field day in the park. We usually do lunch and really just have a fun time. It's usually an event that our kids really look forward to. And obviously, we're not doing that this year, and we're all pretty bummed about it. And while we understand that we can't replicate that kind of event online, we did want to do something special to kind of make up for the fact that we are not having Keen Ball. So on September 26th, which is the last Saturday in September, instead of having the regular programs that I just mentioned to you, we are going to have what we're calling our Keenaval, which is a play on carnival. So it's going to be like a carnival day. And we're going to have a series of different performances that are going to be interactive. So we are going to have someone do live music on a guitar, and they're going to be playing songs that the kids can sing along to. Have a magician who's going to do some magic tricks on the online and then also teach the kids a simple magic trick. Which should be really fun for them. And then we are going to have a special guest come dressed up and do a story time in one session. So that's going to be on September 26th. It's going to be kind of like a variety hour. And really that's just good. It's meant to hopefully make up for the fact that we weren't able to have Keen Ball. And this will just kind of be like a special event for everyone. So I hope that you guys are a little bit excited about that. And we're definitely going to try and get the kids pumped up about it also. And then the last thing that I wanted to share is just some logistical things on the timing. So we did change the time of our Saturday programs. So for those of you who've been with us since March, we've been having our Saturday morning program start at 10:30. Because of the availability of some of our volunteers, we had to push back that time a little bit. So the Saturday morning sessions are now going to start at 11 a.m. instead of 10:30. And then we did decide to make all of our programs across the board no longer than 45 minutes. So we've allotted 45 minutes for all of the programs. And the basic structure of the program will be an initial 5-minute wait time to give everyone a chance to log on. Then we'll get into the session, which will last between 30 to 40 minutes, depending on the activity. And then we'll use the last 5 to 10 minutes for our Proud Circle, which, as I hope you all know, is a time where we really talk to your kids a little bit more one-to-one, and we give them a time to share something that they enjoyed about the session, or something that they did that they want to share with us that they're proud of. So all of the sessions will be about 45 minutes. And that's kind of the time that we've seen people's attention span, and really just makes the program kind of flow well online. So, you know, obviously it's much shorter than our in-person sessions, but it is very different trying to keep everyone engaged online, as I'm sure you guys now know. So hopefully that's a good amount of time for you guys, that 45-minute session. So that's all of the stuff for the kids that we're going to be doing. I'll pause here and just ask if there are any questions or anything.
I just want to ask you, Amanda?
Yes.
Yes, I want to ask you, I just want to repeat, whatever you told, this is a program for the kids, and we don't have to register for anything.
Correct. So you are already registered for this.
Yeah, so once a week you will send us link for all sessions for this particular week.
Yes, correct.
Okay, and whatever you mentioned yoga, this yoga is for kids or this is for caregiver?
Yeah, the yoga is for kids for this week. On Sunday is for kids. So the Saturday and Sunday programs are for kids. After the questions, I'm going to go into our caregiver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? Awesome. That means I either talked too much or I clearly explained everything. So that's great. So the last thing is we started a little bit before the summer, I think, we started doing some caregiver sessions on Tuesday nights. And those have really been kind of evolving, and we've really loved doing them. We've loved being able to connect with you all just in a more meaningful way. I know that when we had in-person sessions, a lot of you guys would stay at the session and talk with each other, and you know, just kind of have that social time to be connected. And we really wanted to really provide a space for you guys as well to fulfill part of our vision, which is to provide a supportive network for our caregivers. So that's where the Tuesday night sessions, the idea came from. So we are going to continue offering our caregivers some sessions on Tuesday nights. It's going to be Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. It will be every Tuesday evening. And we are calling this the Caregivers Club. So these are sessions that are not for your kids. They're meant just for you. And these are sessions that we are going to ask families to register for. So all of the kids sessions you're already registered for, but our Tuesday night sessions, we are going to ask families to register for because we are going to open it up every week to all of our caregivers. So right now, registration for the kids programs, we've closed down just for consistency and having the same kids each week, which gives our coaches a really good idea of how to develop the programs. But for our caregiver sessions, we're going to open it up to everyone. So we're going to ask you to register on a weekly basis. We are going to be sending out registrations for those Tuesdays on Fridays. So this week on Friday, you will get an email that will ask you to register for next Tuesday's session. The registration is simple. It'll be the same as what you guys fill out for the kids. It'll just be your name and email address. And then we will send you a link an hour before the session. So at 7 p.m. every Tuesday night, you will receive an email with the link for that evening session. Now, what we've done for our caregivers over the last few months are two different things. We've done a relaxation yoga, which our coaches, some of our coaches have led. We've had Christy and Waldy lead some of those relaxations. Taylor has led a few yoga sessions as well. And I know a lot of the families like that. So we will have some of that as well, continue to do that on Tuesday evenings. And then we also had one of our moms who does Zumba lead a few Zumba classes, which has also been really, really well received, and everyone really loves the Zumba classes. The mom, for those of you who may know her, is Almitra. She's Xavier's mom, and she does Zumba on her own, and she's been really, really wonderful, and just dedicating her time to us on Tuesday evenings. So we will continue to try and offer both of those, but we also wanted to be a little more inclusive for our caregivers, and we know that not everyone is into Zumba or yoga. So thanks to Rachel, actually, who's on the call with us tonight, we also wanted to do some other fun things for you guys. So we're gonna have some evenings that are going to be more conversation based as opposed to just physical activities. Some of the things that we thought about are like recipe exchanges, possibly discussions on like homeschooling. Rachel mentioned that she's a teacher, so she could be a really great resource for helping us to kind of navigate the new things that are happening, and having discussions about resources for schooling and the remote learning and things like that. So we will, in the Friday email, send you what that upcoming Tuesday will be about so that you can be prepared, and you can obviously choose whether or not you want to sign up for that week. And Nate, I'm glad that you're on this call, but we definitely would love to have more dads on some of our caregiver sessions. So if you have any ideas for things that might draw some of the dads that we have in our community to these sessions, definitely feel free to email me and let me know, because we'd love to have everyone feel welcome to come to these sessions, whether we're doing a physical activity or more of a conversation. So like I said, that'll be Tuesday nights at 8 p.m.
Sure, thank you.
Yes, no problem. So any questions, thoughts? Other than that, I'm done. So I will just open for questions now. Oh, I see.
Hi, go ahead.
Oh, cool, Rachel. Thanks for putting everything in there.
Yeah. So as I said in the chat, I'm a teacher with D75, mostly elementary kids on the autism spectrum. I teach mostly self-contained. I can't claim to have answers to everything that's going on, but I know it's rough for teachers getting into all of this, but also I'm sure it's rough for parents, and hopefully your schools are trying to help you out. But if people are interested in doing like the next week's session or the session after that, and some sort of like tech troubleshooting or just general questions or anything like that, like wanting to chat with other parents to see what's going on, I'm assuming you can just email Amanda your ideas, and maybe she'll set a topic when she sends out the registration link on Friday, right? Possibly, or we could do, Amanda and I talked about recipe swapping. So, I guess any ideas you have, you could just type in the chat or email Amanda or that sort of thing, or Taylor. And yeah, so
yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, if you guys end up having any questions, like I said, you can always reach out over email or text or call me. And I'm looking forward to working with your kids. I know all of our coaches and volunteers are getting excited. So we will definitely see all of you, hopefully all of your children, on Saturday. And I will be sending an email tomorrow with all of this week's links. So definitely be on the lookout. And if you don't get that, we will send reminders on like a few minutes before each session as well. So thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your night. Bye.
Thank you, Amanda. You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Amanda.